It's not all about posing for selfies, although that is quite a large part of it. Social media influencers have transformed the world of PR and marketing as we know it. And as they continue to multiply, grow the number of followers that they have and gain their trust, they've also become an integral part of the way that brands reach consumers. We now live in the age of influencer marketing.
Influencer marketing has higher reach versus its traditional counterpart. Let's say we're running a TV commercial that runs on TV for 1 month. You can get one influencer that will do one post that will reach the same number of people at a fraction of the price in a less period of time. ROI stands for return on investment. Influencer marketing generates 11 times better ROI than traditional marketing efforts.
Brands are set to spend €13.4 billion on influencer campaigns by 2022. Around 79% of marketers favour Instagram over other platforms. There are two main categories for influencers. Reach describes those with large followings, and niche is for those with smaller, more specialised and engaged communities. Brands are now looking beyond the big names like the Kardashians to more niche influencer types, including kidfluencers, micro-influencers, and even virtual influencers.
The recent studies showed that the best results are not always coming from the biggest names and the biggest amount of followers, for a single reason that sometimes the engagement is not as high as nano or micro influencers.
Dubai is known as a hub for influencers. Its young population, with an average age of 33, is very active on social media. That means influencer marketing here is highly effective. In the UAE, 72% of respondents purchased a brand or ate somewhere after hearing about it from an influencer. 71% tried a service and 57% travelled to a specific destination because of influencers mentioning them.
This audience is very, very digital savvy, very digital literate. And so consequently, of course, our marketing strategy and communication strategy value at its right level, and social media influencers in particular within this ecosystem of the digital world. I've given a window to the brand that is extremely important.
What do you look for when you're partnering up with an influencer for a campaign?
The affinity with the brand, with the DNA of the brand, is something that is for us extremely important. And hence, when we choose, we always balance the quantity, which is the numbers of followers, likers, what have you, and at the same time, the quality of the platform they are running, and of course, their personality.
It's also important for influencers to be selective about which brands they choose to promote.
I usually work with brands that I trust, and when I find a brand that I trust, I like to have a long partnership with them. I don't work with brands that I don't like because I don't want to give false information on my content.
I check about how they treat their customers and what their ethical standpoints are, what they stand for.
The UAE recently announced influencer licenses, and how has this impacted your work?
It gives legitimacy to what we do. So I think it was a really positive thing for the influencers here in Dubai. And globally, I think regulation is pretty important because it encourages influencers to be forthcoming about whether or not they're being paid to advertise a product, and it protects the followers as consumers.
As social media becomes the billboard of the 21st century, users can expect brands to invent ever more imaginative ways to reach them via the influencers they follow.